Welcome back to the Crown and College podcast presented to you by the CSPN. I am one half of your host, Jeremy, aka Black Dante on Twitter, my primary source of social media, aka Nigga Mort, aka Vice President Big Knees, aka shout out to y'all cousins for speeding on 285 when it's raining Carl Thomas outside. And as usual, I'm joined by the other half and probably the better half of this damn show.
Hello, once again. This is your NPR correspondent here, Bianca, aka Tall Bianca XO, aka DJ No BS, aka you know what? That's enough. Let's just get on with the show.
Yes. AKA not sick no more.
Not as sick anymore. Still dragging a little bit of a cough out, but other than that, I'm good. I'm good.
This is fine. This is fine. Well, you know how them like winter colds and sickness be like that shit is the ghetto. Some winter and some of the worst times to get sick.
Yep. Shit just sneaks up on you. But anyway, feeling better than I was Thursday, that's for certain. But
Yes. Yes. And so shout out to y'all for getting a double dose of us within like what a 2 day time period. But you know what? It's fine. This is fine. Hashtag content. Hashtag content. Speaking of hashtag content, so let's just get into the show. Starting off on a bit of a sad note. Stan Lee passed today at the age of 95, I believe. He was rushed to the hospital from his home after complications, and he was pronounced dead at the hospital. Yeah, I mean, I feel like Stan Lee is one of them people, kind of like Betty White, where it's like they old, and I mean, obviously you expect one day they're going to pass, but it almost feels like they ain't supposed to die. You know what I mean?
because we saw him so regularly, even in his big age, you saw him making the cameos in all the movies and stuff. So it was like, well, more of the same. We'll just, continue to see him. He'll continue to have that youthfulness, about him. But again, nothing lasts forever. It is weird to read that. Definitely that he's no longer with us. But if I can make an ask, please stop with the Thanos memes. Please stop.
Yeah, niggas couldn't wait for that. Yeah.
It's almost like somebody found out he was sick and just put a picture of him on their phone.
Yeah,
And as
yeah,
soon as the news was announced, they just went ahead, popped open PixArt, loaded
yeah.
a photo of him, and then cranked that dispersion filter.
Yeah, should have never gave y'all niggas Photoshop a smartphone. Should have never gave them to y'all. But it's also kind of sad because I mean, even um, like recently there was some stuff surrounding him, like some good and bad, like things about his more or less bad, but like bad happening to him and allegedly bad on his part too. Because I remember when there was I think a Me Too story came out about him, even at his elder age, like groping nurses inappropriately and stuff. And I remember that because as y'all know I don't like my coworkers and don't talk to my coworkers. Hashtag niggas against coworkers. But I remember talking to one of my coworkers about it, and typical and ding ding, not ding ding, and message men are trash fashion. Like one of my coworkers was like, um, they're trying to take Stan Lee down, and of course it would be a nigga saying this, trying to take Stan Lee down. He in this Me Too stuff, and then another one was like, I mean, I ain't saying it's right, but if I'm, Stan Lee age, if I'm touching everything, and I'm just like, y'all are. This is why we say men are trash, and I mean, I was on the clock, so I said what I could, but again, I'm on the clock. But I remember that, and then, but I also on the other side, I remember things about, you know, elder abuse that he had faced, because I think he was, when he in like back and forth like between his like home and then like in nursing facilities and stuff like that and hospitals. So it was a lot happening with him. But like you said, he still managed to, you know, be youthful and make cameo appearances in, you know, all the Marvel movies. And he just, you know, good, bad, and indifferent. It just seemed like everybody loves Stan. And that
Yeah,
showed on social media today, like other than niggas being niggas, but you know, everybody, even people that aren't really like big comic book fans, were just like, "Yo, it's sad to see him pass."
yeah, no, just man, I don't know what to add to that. I mean, Marvel will go on. Obviously, his creation will continue to, you know, live in the lives and hearts of many. You know, great design team, great production team that he's got, you know, built up in recent years. But you know, always sad to see the icon go. Sad to see Steve Jobs go. Sad to see Paul Allen go. Sad to see, you know, all of these innovative creators, you know, go. And you know, we all got our time. And he was 95. He lived a really full, really good life. And so good on him. So celebrate the life that he lived and celebrate the things he gave us.
Correct, correct. I definitely agree. What was one of his? Uh, if you don't have a favorite, it's fine. But what is one of his favorite creations of yours? That could be a movie, character, just anything that he created, like something that's a favorite of yours.
Black Panther.
Well,
Can I have that one time for the one time?
yeah. You're allowed. You're allowed.
I don't
Uh,
know. I mean, I've been a just broadly speaking, I've been a big Marvel fan for a really long time. It's always been like meh on Spider-Man for me. Um, I didn't like that when they rebooted that franchise in 2002. It was essentially a love movie.
yeah, yeah. They got it right now, but woo, those early years, woo. The North remembers, woo. But yeah, continue. Ooh,
Uh, I found that the Ant-Man and the Wasp movies were just lighthearted and fun in recent years. Um, and yeah, no, just like I said, just always just generally took a shine to Marvel produced products, which again always had his imprint on them and always had his sort of influence and his creative vision.
yeah, I would say probably Spider Man. Comic book wise.
No, it's Spider-Man.
All right, all right. Now those movies and those reboots, that is a special. Those were a special breed of some child that I don't think I've seen in this lifetime. But I definitely think they got it right with Tom Holland. Oh, because Tom Holland is Spider Man, as far as I'm concerned. Um, but yeah, that's probably my favorite favorite creation that Stan had his hand in. So yeah, yo, Bianca, do you remember like Stan having a TV show like Who Wants to Be a Superhero? Do you remember that?
I don't actually.
Yo, listeners, because I know I ain't the only one that probably watched this shit. Listeners, if you remember this shit, tweet the show page and use the hashtag, because I remember Stan having a damn show like Who Wants to Be a Superhero, and it was I because I watched it and I just was like, it was, looking back on it, it was kind of corny as fuck, but it was like who wants America's, it was like America's American Idol, but who want to be a superhero. And like Stan made a whole movie and cartoon and comic book for, I think, the winner. I think it was some white man. I think his name was Feedback. Yeah, it was Feedback. Like I was like, I remember watching that shit like, Stan, what is this? What is this? But It was just a bad. Like it was. It was one woman. Like she was a plus size black woman. I think her superpower was like helping people and flying and handcuffing criminals with donuts and shit. I was like, what is this? What is going on here? But hey,
I'm looking at this Wikipedia page for this shit, and I see that one of the heroes is named Ty apostrophe Veculus. And I'm just confused that wasn't a rapper's name first.
Yeah.
How?
I remember all this shit. I remember one of the damn contestants got kicked off because Stan was like, "This is not superhero." I think it was some damn channel they had where Stan had like this old woman like getting robbed or some shit, and like the heroes had an option to either hunt down the criminal or help the old elder lady get to like the hospital to get some help and shit. And damn near everybody helped her get to the hospital except the one person that wanted to track down the criminal and beat his ass. And Stan was like, that's not very superhero. I was like, Stan, what you doing? Yo, I'm just thinking I find that shit. That shit, probably looking at it now that I'm old, I probably laugh my motherfucking ass off at that shit.
Fuck it, let's just keep getting these jokes off about this shit. Then this is how we gonna celebrate this man's life by laughing.
Yo. Okay, wait. Let me open this damn web browser. Look at the Wikipedia of this shit. Cause yo. Hold on, listeners. This is on the air podcast here, cause this shit here. Stan would want us to make fun of some shit that he did though. Cause he was a jovial mother. It was 2 seasons of this shit. Yo. I can't believe it was 2 seasons of this shit. Oh my lord. Yes, season what? Yo, these damn superheroes, this shit was fucking motherfucker, this one of the damn heroes, this motherfucker, his superpower was having a hidden camera in his goddamn chest that he could use to record his surroundings and shit.
I want to he was first out.
Yo, his superpower was being a damn Vizio. His superpower was being a fucking tripod. Yo, I remember this shit. This shit comes back to me as I'm looking at the page. Yo, the fucking cell phone girl. How she can teleport from one cell phone to the other. Bitch, you Wi-Fi? What is going on? Her superpower was being Wi-Fi.
She's airdrop.
Roman charge.
You put your phone on airplane mode, she's stuck in that bitch forever.
Yo, her super villain would be drop zones.
A sprint phone.
Woo! Shit! Holy shit! Yo,
you put your phone on airplane mode, drop that shit in the water. It's a wrap for her.
Yo, it is a wrap. It is a fucking wrap.
Out of here.
Holy fucking shit. Yo, then the fucking creature,
Blackberry by mistake.
The creature can heal others with raw fruit and with fruit and raw foods. Nigga, this is a hotel. What the fuck you talking about? This is herb Twitter. That's what the fuck. Yo.
Everything is funny.
The rest of the description: shoots fire beams, wields a magical bullwhip, and throws knives with unerring precision. Okay, so you're a chef. You're a chef with a bit of a hotel phase. Okay, cool. That's your power. All right.
You're fire breathing chef with a bullwhip. What is the bullwhip even for?
Yo, a magical bullwhip. This motherfucker. Yo, I'm gonna go back and watch this shit now. I'm gonna laugh my motherfucking ass off.
I'm gonna load this on my iPad right now.
Yo, okay, so this is the lady I was talking about, Fat Mama. She can grow 5 times her normal size when she gets angry. Has the ability, she has other abilities that can be activated when she eats a donut. Nigga,
Other abilities is she the police.
she the, she the police. Yo, she 12. She- holy shit.
And that's
Oh,
that's the season 1, y'all.
this is season 1. Oh, Lord have mercy. Monkey Woman. Oh my God. Oh my God. Has the skills of a
Wait,
monkey.
wait, wait. What do you make sure this is a white woman? Yeah, she white. Okay. I'm like, let me
Yeah,
make sure this is a white
yeah,
woman
yeah.
before
You know
we,
damn. Yeah, yeah. I remember this shit. She was a white woman. Fat
okay.
Mama was black. Oh shit. Oh
I knew
my.
that. I knew she was black because of them 2 M's.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Has the skill, Fat Monkey Woman has the skills of a monkey, can speak monkey as well, has high tech weapons and gadgets, disguised as bananas, and wields a bamboo staff. She changes into her costume in a tree, and as long as it covers her whole body.
Nah, I just found the lamest nigga from the season. Hold on. Other than the iPhone camera nigga. Um
We might be looking at the same one.
Nitro G has super strength, super speed, flight, and manipulates energy. How whack is that?
Yes. Yes. As a matter of fact, I think if I remember correctly, he was one of the first ones to get kicked off.
Oh yeah, I think this shit is in order on a wiki page.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The one before him kind of weak too, but I ain't gonna read his shit off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of garbage.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, yeah, it is in order because I remember in because it was Major Victory was the was one of the 3 finalists. So yeah, you're right. It is in order. It is.
I'm still mad at Cell Phone Girl. Like, how?
Yo, Rot- what the fuck is this name? Rotary art. What is this?
You know what it is? It's Trader backwards. I'm
Yo, it
just looking at that
is.
shit. Well, this
Yo,
nigga knows he's trash, basically.
yo. Yeah, it is in order because Feedback is the one who won this first season. Holy shit. Oh
Okay, I
man.
kind of fuck with feedback. That's kind of dope. Nigga playing
Yeah.
Legend of Zelda, all of a sudden he a sword master. Nigga play Mario, he could jump, eat mushrooms and shit. He played Ninja Turtles, he could be 4 different motherfuckers all with the same skills essentially. No,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He was the hold
okay, so let's see, season 2.
yeah.
By the way, this show is already off the rails.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was just about to say that. Yeah, but fuck it. Fuck it. Let's go.
We doing this today for you, Stanley.
Yeah, this for you, Stan. Nigga, braid. What the That's the first nigga braid for season 2. Braid, what the
Well, Braid kind of fine though. Chill out.
fuck? Oh man.
Yeah, Braid kind of. Ooh, yeah, she kind of fine. Let me get back to this shit. Get back on topic. I'm getting distracted.
Oh my god.
Fam
Oh,
has a star of David. What?
oh, you're right. She is kind of fine. You're right. You're right. I didn't watch that much of season 2. I watched season 1, but I didn't watch that much of season 2. But yeah, you're right. She is fine. But still, ugh,
Let's see.
mindset.
This Limelight basically lifted the feedback shit because she absorbs the powers of action stars on TV and in movies.
So she absorbed the power of Mike
Bull,
Lowry and Bad Boys.
a Bull Laramie from Paparazzi.
Or Uma Thurman and Kill Bill.
Let's see who else is kind of weak.
Whip Snap.
Parthenon kind of cool. That would have been fire. You
Who?
got Parthenon with the gemstones and shit.
Yeah,
Archaeologist.
yeah.
That would have been kind of fire.
Basura. Uses her mystical powers to turn trash into gadgets and weapons.
Hold on, this kind of fire though. I like that. That's like what's his name from Infamous? Alden Tate, the one who had the junkyard and nigga built entire fucking machines out of trash. That's I kind of like that on the slick.
Yeah. Fair.
See, it helps with insects of all kinds everywhere and can communicate with. Yeah, that's kind of fire because it's like a bunch of insects per human. So yeah, she can round up an army in seconds. Gee, and then
You know what? That's actually kind of scary because she can whip up flying roaches. That's actually kind of scary.
let's see, hyper strike, super strength, enhanced durability, and agility. How the fuck did he make it to the top 3?
I know, right?
The diffuser uses non-lethal weaponry to stop villains, so this nigga's Batman basically.
Basically.
Unique ability to function at 110%. Yawn. Super strength, speed, agility, reflexes, sensitive hearing, and night vision. Yawn. This motherfucker won.
I know, right?
No
Like
wonder
I said,
this nigga looked like the police. Nah, fuck this.
Let me see, cause I like him. Yo, he really do.
This nigga, like he real police. Like
Yeah, like for real. Yeah. Oh yeah, he did. Cause see, again, I didn't watch that much of season 2. I watched season 1. Oh yeah, he definitely shit. This nigga definitely 12. You know he Blue Lives Matter as a motherfucker.
right?
He literally is blue.
They got all blue on too. Boy,
All
that's
right. Blue and black. And he got the haircut. You know the one.
mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. You know. Holy shit. Hygiena. Fights crime and grime. Uses a magic necklace dating back to the ancient Greek goddess. I ain't even gonna fuck up that name.
Idea to make weapons from all types of cleaning utensils. Okay, she should have won this shit. Dog, she is
duster that shoots ionized radiation. Whoa.
nigga, she is the fucking like she should have won this.
She got Mr. Clean all fucked up.
Right. Look, you boil a pot of you got the pot with the tape on the handle, you boil that purple Fabuloso in that shit. Yeah, she's unstoppable.
Nigga, give her some fucking, cause you know niggas love Fabuloso, especially the purple one. Give us some Fabuloso, a pot, and a goddamn feather duster, and nigga, you got like a super weapon with fucking with her. Nukes where? She don't all she needed is some Fabuloso. Yo, Fabuloso on Awesome, cause you know Awesome will clean everything in your goddamn house. You gonna need a mask, but a bottle of Awesome clean, have your goddamn house looking brand new.
Yeah, Hygiena definitely should have won this shit. She cleaning up the world. Yeah. Let's see. So we got another whip person.
Mr. Mitzvah.
Yeah, no, I don't like that shit. The Star David paddle, that's kind of weak. Super strength. How do we fam, what is this obsession with super strength? Like 8 different people have that shit on the show. And it's like 12 people. Like 12 characters per season.
Yeah. Yo, this motherfucker was 51. The fuck?
That's why he was out so early.
Yeah. Yeah.
My weapon is a paddle and I can lift heavy rocks.
Ooh, riveting.
Yeah, whip snap is kind of cool. With pinpoint accuracy, increased flexibility and stamina. If a bearskin touches a villain, that villain's turned into dust. Okay, so how do we know who the villains are? Like she just run around just like touch testing people?
I guess so. Hyper Strike, this nigga sound like a Mortal Kombat character. He's a martial arts expert with super strength, enhanced durability, agility, and can manipulate his chi, life force, and that of others. So this motherfucker is basically Shang Tsung. Okay, cool. Yo, I'm gonna go back and watch this shit because now that I'm old, I bet I will laugh my motherfucker ass off of this shit.
Woo. Yeah, I'm ready to see. I'm ready to root against. I'm gonna start with season 2. I'm ready to root against the diffuser.
Yeah. Get season 2 out the way because it's not as good as season 1. Season 1 was the shit. You watch that shit just to root against the diffuser, root against the police. Yo, that motherfucker is literally the police. Like the police, if like Like if the police had money to get some clothes at like Macy's, it's the diffuser.
This nigga is the police with 2 power gloves on. I don't like this.
He really is. He really is.
He got on 2 power gloves and a random carabiner that's unattached to shit. Let's just move on. Let's just move on. Fuck this. I had enough. Yeah, I got some hate watching to go do.
Yeah, speaking of hate, so and speaking of the police, so Miss Michelle Williams has had quite a time on the interwebs. Quite a time.
Poor baby.
So what now?
I said, poor baby. I like Michelle Williams.
Yeah. So this hits the interwebs this morning. As we're recording this on Monday, the day after Veterans Day. Veterans Day being observed today. This is from Blavity. I know people have their issues with Blavity, but this is one of the first articles that came up when I searched the shit when I got home before we recorded. So, singer Michelle Williams is no stranger to the spotlight. The Destiny's Child alum and her minister fiance Chad Johnson star in a new reality TV show documenting the days leading to their wedding and the stressful tribulations that come with it. Chad loves Michelle follows the couple as they seek marriage counseling and work through Williams' battle with depression. In a teaser clip for the show's second episode, the couple began arguing, and Williams brought up the subject of race, which seemingly frustrated Johnson. Quote, I said something to him on the lines of, quote, well, what the hell? Paige, stop skipping. Well, Chad, because you are not black, you will not understand why I communicate the way I do. Maybe because you didn't grow up around a lot of black people. So that was very, very offensive to Chad, Williams said. In retaliation, her fiance mentioned her her mental health struggles and inquired whether she took her medicine that day. And this is not to justify it, but yesterday when we had the disagreement, Paige, stop skipping. He said, did you take your meds today? Michelle told the marriage counselor. Attributing the remarks to him losing his temper, Johnson apologized for the comment. However, he believes it had to do with Williams bringing up their racial differences in the first place. The two met in the summer of 2017 at a spiritual retreat, and months later, at the beginning of 2018, Williams voluntarily checked herself into a mental health facility to seek treatment for depression. According to Essence, Williams ended their engagement more than once because she did not feel worthy of Johnson's love. Twitter users quickly took note of his reactions and interpreted his attitude as a red flag, urging Williams to walk away before the situation worsens. And they have some of y'all tweets here in the article. Bianca, I'll let you go. I'll let you go first.
I know somebody who's single and available and is very willing to tackle the challenges of race head on with you. So, obviously.
Shoot your shot.
But no, it's just one of those things where, again, like, you don't know somebody until you do. And I don't know, I just feel bad that she finds herself in this situation because her life is so public as it is. And, you know, now people are kind of coming at her because, well, how could you even be with a white man? And some people are doing that, not realizing that, hey, people meet people when and how they do. And their lives get charted through the highs and lows, the ups and downs, how they do. And there's no real point in like throwing it back in somebody's face necessarily. Apparently she's again calling that engagement off, and yeah.
I saw a blog post saying that they called it off or she walked away, but that was the only one. It was a blog post, first of all, and then two, no other source no other like credible source reported on it, so I'm not too sure that that's true that they called it off. Because I saw that and I saw people reacting to it and like look at God and praise God and stuff, which I'm not mad at because I think I don't necessarily have a hot take about it. I think that while I do think it is telling that he went there and reacted to something which honestly, I mean, you don't even have to be a woke, quote unquote, white person to be like, well, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. I didn't grow up around a lot of black people. So, yeah, like her comment wasn't anything for him to take a dig at her mental health like that. I mean, I know he apologized or whatever, but it's like that set you off, like that little comment that she said is enough to set you off to somebody you're supposed to love and get engaged with, and you take a dig at her mental health, knowing her struggle with her mental health. Like, I do believe that's a red flag, but it's also not my relationship. So as someone that's just a fan of Michelle, all I can do is just wish her the best. Because like I said, I'm not privy to their relationship. Like, I don't know if she knew this nigga with this white nigga, and you know, I'm not privy to all the conversations they had about race and other things. Like, I'm just going based on what I see, because also I don't really be invested in people's relationships that much. And this is not to like shame anybody or act like above them, because I do feel like people do try to act above, like, why y'all care so much? Because a prime example, like they do that shit with Jay-Z and Beyonce, where it's like, why y'all care so much? Y'all so invested in, well, one, people are just discussing stuff. Calm down, relax your titties, not that damn deep. And then two, they willingly cared to share their business with us for a fee, but they cared to share their business with us. So it's like, you share some shit with people, people are gonna talk about it. Just kind of like, it is what it is. But yeah, I really don't I'm not privy to much, if anything, about Michelle and Chad. Honestly, all I can just go on is just this little incident, which is not good. It's not a good look. But it brought up a conversation that I think people, in typical Twitter fashion, it brought up good conversation, but also brought out head assery. But one of the good things about it is I do think it's like, love who you love, meet people where they are. But I do feel that, and it's especially in these times, if you're going to date like interracially, you need to have those hard-hitting conversations up front. Like, I know, like, niggas say, like, who wants to talk about politics and stuff on the first date or whatever? But okay, I mean, you say that, and then you fuck around and be on date 3, and then you like, I like you, and then you talk politics with their ass, and you turn out you you done spent your damn money on a MAGA motherfucker. Now you looking stupid. So
you out here looking the fuck stupid.
Yeah, out here looking the fuck stupid. Shout out to Curtis. But yeah, I just, good luck, Michelle. That's all I got, because I don't really have enough for that white man. So good luck, Michelle. That's all I got. So yeah, that was a thing that happened. Speaking of good luck, so let's talk sports.
Falcons lost to the Browns. That's the end of the sports section.
Bianca, girl, fuck you. But yeah, so sports news. So so Braun said that he almost cracked when the Lakers were struggling during the Lakers' early struggles.
Which is kind of silly because everybody knows the schedule that they're on is not this season.
Yeah.
Braun was just too busy reading his Instagram comments, and he had in his bag a little bit. That's,
Yeah. Yeah, players fuck up. Players fuck up. Players fuck up.
And that's why when you got goals, you can't be reading your Instagram comments.
Yeah, but yeah, they asked him, they asked him about the recent struggles, and he admits that he almost cracked, and quote, I haven't changed anything outwardly, but you know me, you know how I am. I almost cracked last week. I had to sit back and remind myself, expletive, which we all know Braun really said, nigga. You knew what you were getting yourself into. The process has been good for me. I just have to continue being patient. Which basically Braun had to sit down and remind himself, like, nigga, trust the process. Like you know what it is, you know what it ain't. You know you ain't playing for a ring this year. It's fine. It's fine. That's all. That's all. But yeah, turn off your Instagram comments, Brian. Don't pay attention to these Jordan stands who think the game of basketball began and ended with Michael Jordan. Don't listen to niggas and don't listen to niggas in baggy jeans.
Don't listen to the pretend sons of Michael Jordan.
Right. Don't listen to niggas who Michael Jordan substituted as their daddy because there wasn't any fathers around in the 80s. But speaking of Jordan, and I told Bianca I didn't tell Bianca this pregame. I was gonna save it for the podcast. But speaking of Jordan pretend want to be Jordan stands. I want some of you to just admit that you hate today's NBA, which is fine. I mean, it's not really fine, but it's fine. I'm not gonna argue with you. You feel how you feel. I want some of you just to admit that instead of rewriting history. Because I had an interaction, as a matter of fact, not only me, but several of my followers, I had an interaction on the social medias about a week ago. No, as a matter of fact, it had to be, I think it was Friday. It was Friday. So I had an interaction on the social medias with a young man, I don't know his name, it don't matter, who said that players today have to link up in order to win championships with other great players, and that Jordan never did that. And I, along with some other followers, quoted the young man and said, Jordan was on the team with Hall of Famers, himself included. There were super teams back in the golden day, quote unquote. The only difference is they usually, back in the day, teams did it from the front office instead of players doing it themselves like they're doing today, because players have way more autonomy than players did back in the day. But the only difference is the methods. The end result is the same, of great players playing on teams with great players and winning championships. The young man refuted in a counterpoint saying that Jordan wasn't on a team with Hall of Famers and that he just had very solid role players. The young man called Dennis Rodman, Scottie Pippen, Steve Kerr, Horace Grant, he called them very solid role players and said, and I quote, that they weren't putting up the points that Michael Jordan was and that they weren't averaging 30 points a game like he was. And at that point, I realized that the young man just didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. I was like, good day to you, sir. I just want you people, I want y'all cousins, y'all uncles who gave up their dreams of playing basketball because their shoes leaned too much to the left and they always tripped on themselves on the basketball court. I want y'all uncles and cousins who still want to be a rapper and wear baggy jeans and bathing apes, which is funny because Bianca texted me the other day asking that I ever own a pair, and I did not. I never have. But that's neither here nor there. I want y'all cousins and uncles to stop talking about sports and just admit their hate and stand up in their hate and their biases and stop trying to talk actual basketball, because it annoys people like me and my friend Bianca and others and actually know what the fuck we talking about. Thank you so much.
Like today, Jordan never missed a shot. Jordan never missed a game. Jordan never did anything wrong ever.
Jordan was the coach.
And he just did it all by himself and was just that motherfucker to end all motherfuckers singularly. And no, it wasn't that. Just to be quick about it.
I just want y'all cousins to admit they stupid. That's all.
Yeah, it's like the new one at reply rule, basically, where it's like, nope, you had your one opportunity, you blew it. This conversation's over. Go away. Go learn something. Go read a book.
And then typical growth. You know what? If this was a couple of years ago, I would have clowned the young man. I would have had a snappy response, but I didn't. I talked civilized. I talked like I was raised by people, not wolves. But then I realized the young man was just stupid, and I kept on moving about my business and said, "Good day to you, sir." If this was a couple of years ago, I would have called him a stupid motherfucker. But that's what I had the podcast for. That nigga was a stupid motherfucker. nigga said that Scotty and Dennis Rodman were solid role players, dog. Like, what the fuck?
Solid role players.
Nigga said, yo, the part that tripped me out, the part that got me, and when I was like, you know what, let me check out this conversation, is that the nigga said, you can't name me a Hall of Fame player that Jordan played with. And then his retort to me listed Hall of Fame players. Like, the nigga said Jordan didn't play on the team with Hall of Fame players. They were just solid role players. Then proceeded to list Kerr, Dennis Rodman, and Scottie Pippen. Like,
let's see. Scottie Pippen, 50 greatest players of NBA history list. Back when that was a thing, back in the late 90s. All NBA first team 3 times, All NBA defensive first team 8 times in a row, 7-time NBA All-Star game MVP once. Let's see, what else did Scottie Pippen do? Oh yeah, the whole 6-time champion thing. Had his number retired. Average 16, 6, and 5, and that 16 would have been higher if not for those last 2 seasons where he went back to Chicago and that last year in Portland. But yeah, okay. Scottie Pippen was just chopped liver, I suppose. Okay. Scottie Pippen made Jordan's life easier.
correct.
Let's see. Oh, wait, that's right. Let me continue. Scottie Pippen was on a dream team. Scottie Pippen was a triple-double machine, a double-double machine, lockdown defender. The year Jordan retired, the Bulls lost 2 more games than they did the last year Jordan played. And that was with Pete Myers playing shooting guard. So I don't know. I think Scottie Pippen is, a little bit better than we give him credit for. I think. I don't know.
Yeah. Who are we? But speaking of who are we, I think this probably be our last thing. We'll get up out of here. Who is Carmelo Anthony? Why is Carmelo Anthony?
Okay. I don't blame him, but so much for what's going on in Houston. It's just not a good fit given everything else going on there. There's a lot of factors, like that assistant coach who coached the defense last year was gone. The players he's replacing were better at what that team needed, which was so the Rockets could score like hell. And we saw that last season. They had ridiculous points per game. They shot a whole lot of threes, made, I think, a record number of threes in the season as a team. Had a lot going for them, but of course the important thing in sports is be able to play defense, be able to stop somebody. I don't know how important that is, like in the 2018 seasons and this or football, but it's pretty important, just generally speaking.
Yeah.
And so they took their 2 best defenders who, both played forward. They both left. to make money, to make room to sign Carmelo. And they brought him in, and then things got weird. And I think Carmelo's like culpability in this whole thing is that he doesn't want to be a bench player necessarily. And if that's the crux of the criticism, that's fair. He should.
That's mostly what my criticism is.
He should realize that at this phase in his career, that's kind of what it is.
Yeah.
And that he's not a star anymore. And it's easy to look at, LeBron James and Chris Paul, who are, friends of his, and see how they're still thriving and think, oh, I could be doing that too. But the thing is, it's just not that anymore.
Yeah. It reminds me of those latter years in of Allen Iverson's career when he didn't want to accept that he wasn't AI anymore. He was just Al. No, I won't say AI. He was Iverson. I'll give him that. He was Iverson, but he wasn't AI.
Yeah, but there's a lot of things going on that Houston team. Like I said, the coach is gone. The two defensive stalwarts at forward are gone. Eric Gordon is shooting horribly, lemon head ass nigga. Fuck him. Get to the end of time. This I don't want to play basketball. He get trade offs. Oh yeah, I want to play basketball again. Fuck him.
You and Eric Gordon got beef forever.
Forever. I don't give a fuck.
Insert that Cardi B gift. You got beef forever.
He had the chance to grow with Anthony Davis and re-tap into his superstar potential and be that 1-2 punch, and he said no. He didn't want no parts of it.
He literally just said fuck basketball when he was in New Orleans. I was like, Eric, what you doing? Why? It ain't that deep.
Yeah, like I don't want to give his page any clicks, but I'm gonna look it up anyway. But yeah, he was just sad for us, and it was bad because like he was the big piece of chicken in the Chris Paul trade that got him to the Clippers. Because I mean, Chris Kaman, you wasn't building a team around Chris Kaman. Let's be real about that. Al-Farouq Aminu, like,
is he still?
Like, oh yeah, he playing with Portland. He's thriving now. But at that time, he played basketball like that shit was his side job. Like he had that kind of effort.
Yo, put a pin in that. I want to ask a question. Put a pin in that, but continue.
And so let's see. So Eric Gordon missed at least 20 games every season that he was with the Pelicans. The most he played in was 64. He played 33 minutes a game. In the meaningful seasons, he never averaged more than 17 points a game. It's like, fam, you could have been that nigga on this squad, like for real. Mm-hmm. They got you off the Clippers. You got to leave the Clippers, who wasn't never shit and ain't shit now. And you treated it like this? Nah, fuck you. From like I said, from here till the end of goddamn time. Shooting like shit. He's shooting like garbage right now. He's averaging 17 shots a game, and he's shooting 32% from the field. Not from three, from the field.
Ooh. That's like Dwight Howard at the free throw line, but like for the whole field.
Right, exactly. And that's like old Andre Drummond from the free throw line. Like DeAndre Jordan from the line. Like he is.
Ooh. Andre has gotten better at the line though.
Yeah, he did. He stepped it up. But
yo, real quick, who is like one of the greatest players that like they played the game like it was a part-time job, but they was good?
Joe Johnson.
Ski Mask Joe.
American Dream Joe. That's the one.
Yo. Hey man, Joe really, yo, Steve Nash should get a picture of the bills that Joe stole from people. Cause Steve Nash had that man looking like a fucking Hall of Famer.
That's the thing though. Joe Johnson was actually cold at basketball. He just looked like he didn't care about playing. Like he was good, but he just looked like he didn't care.
Yeah. He never had any emotion. You know what it was? He had the ability of a number one, but the demeanor of a number 2, but the not give a fuckness of a bench warmer.
Basically.
That was Joe Johnson. And stay making money. Stay making money from the Suns. Stay making money from the Hawks. Oh my God, the Hawks. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Although I would argue that Josh Smith stole my money from the Hawks, but
ooh, I don't know.
Listen.
I think what I'm asking is, did Josh Smith get paid twice by the Hawks, or did he just get the one big deal?
I think he got just the one big deal. I think.
I feel like Joe Johnson got 2 deals from them. Let me see. Go to Josh Smith's page right now. So Josh Smith never made more than $13 million with the Hawks.
I thought it was more.
Yeah, no, he had the 4-year rookie deal, and then
he got the big deal with with Detroit, didn't he? Because I think that's why he left.
Yep. So his big money came with Detroit, like you said.
Yeah, because Houston had to buy that shit out when he got there, didn't
he? Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Buy him out at like $10 million or some shit like that. But so he only had the one big deal, and he went from $2.5 million to, again, the $10 million with the little bumps up, the little 5% bump, 10% bumps up every year, whatever. But Joe Johnson, I feel like he got 2 of them.
Yeah,
I feel like he got 2 big ones at that. So let me just take a look. Yeah. Joe Johnson, first Phoenix, and then, he was only with Atlanta 5 years himself, but he signed with them earlier. Oh yeah, Ski Mask Joe made $18 million in this last year with Atlanta.
Ski Mask Joe. Where did he go after that? I forgot.
He went to the Nets.
Yeah.
So what it was okay. So he signed a 5-year deal with Atlanta in 2005.
Yep.
That was 5 years, $70 million. And then the summer of 2010, so going into the 2011 season, that was the summer of LeBron. That was the summer of Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade, all these different stars. I think Amari was in that mix as well. Like, all these guys had these choices on where they was going to go play. And Joe Johnson was the big winner that summer as well, because he got another 5-year deal.
Woo! Joe Johnson stole some money from. You know what? I will add another great player who played like he. There was a stint, and this is kind of part of the reason why this dynamic duo broke up. But Shaq in LA, Shaq played the game like he didn't give a fuck about it, and that's part of the reason why him and Kobe beefed.
Shaq just, he was like, I got hurt on company time, I'm gonna heal on company time. So he took the summer and he traveled that year. And I met him that summer. It was kind of awkward, but whatever. I told that story before. And yeah, Kobe didn't like that, because Kobe was like, fam, like, basketball is life. Like, we need to be on our shit.
Shaq was like, I'm living my best life.
Let's see. Joe Johnson's career high in win shares, by the way, 8.4 in the year 2010, the year he was trying to get paid. His second highest career number was 2004-05, 7.6 win shares, the year he was trying to get paid. Ski Mask Joe, everybody.
Ski Mask Joe.
Knew when to play hard.
Knew when the money was on the table. Oh man. That brings back memories. Oh, Joe. But I think that's enough for today. We done gave y'all hashtag content. We done gave y'all, well, us being us. I don't know. But thank you all for listening. Thank you all for sharing the show, liking the show. You can listen to us on CSPN.us. You can listen to us on Spotify, SoundCloud, utilize the Spotify. Listen, I ain't never gonna leave Spotify. I'm sorry.
Google Play Music is treating me good.
You know what? More power to you. I hear you, but me and Spotify got a thing going on.
Listen, I like watching YouTube videos and exiting out of that shit, and it continues to play. I love that feature. That shit is great.
Yeah. But we're on, however you listen to your podcast, just search Crown and Collards. Leave us some ratings, leave us some reviews. Follow us on Facebook. Even though me and Bianca, good luck with our Facebook page. good luck. Well, we're going to get that together. We're going to get that together.
Yeah, it will happen. I'm learning Pages a little bit better now, and yeah, once I I'm gonna sit with it one day and just really get it together. Don't y'all worry. It's coming.
Yes.
Soon come. 2018.
Soon come.
We're gonna end it on a high note. And in 2019, we're gonna have the routine down, and it's gonna be all good in the hood, family.
Correct. But yeah, I think that's it. Bianca, any parting words before we get up out of here?
Rest in peace to the Peter Man.
Rest in peace. He's dead, mourn him. And with that, we are out. Bye, y'all.